chapter 6. It looks like a big chapter, but it is the smallest chapter of all. A very simple chapter, and yet it's a profound insights about theology, philosophy, spirituality, education. It includes everything. Okay? So he talks about ecological education and spirituality. They are the main themes. Actually, three things I would draw to your attention. One is ecological education, the second was ecological spirituality, the third one is ecological lifestyle. So those are the three on which we can embark a journey that can change everything. So that is what Pope is saying. First he talks about ecological lifestyle, towards a new lifestyle, in which he talks about simple life, simple living, all right? Not obsessed with consumption, not obsessed with high economic growth. You lead a simple life, okay? Food to eat, very basic needs, shelter and clothes to wear, all that. Technology you keep bare minimum towards a new lifestyle, and frugal use of resources like water, space, energy, very simple. Transportation, all of them simple. The second is educating for the covenant between humanity and the environment. That gives a greater emphasis on this chapter. That is ecological education, where he talks about ignorance is the cause of all evil. All right? We ended up in this mess because of ignorance. So now we need to clean up that, and we have to educate everybody. Firstly, it starts in the family. The parents have to taught their children, and then moves from there to schools, colleges, seminaries. Everywhere we need to teach about ecology and environment. The environmental education is very important. How ecosystems are structured, how they are working, how ecosystem provide free services, lots of things. So in other words, the science of ecology, we need to educate each and every one of us. Before the encyclical, you go and teach what is ecology, how the whole system functions, how the soil interacts with water, both interact with the air, how they are interacting with all life forms. We are the combination of all that four. So we are the reflection of the environment. So such kind of education is absolutely necessary. And also children should learn about their own local ecosystems where they are born, like their own mountains, their own lakes, their own rivers, their own forest. So they should know the value of them. So when the multinational corporations come to destroy those mountains and destroy those forests, they won't allow, because they know now that what they are doing. So nobody would allow others to come and plunder them. Nobody. So that is the value of education. See 209 to 215, almost 6 paragraphs. Education alone. So when you talk about something very solid for the children, you should start here, ecological education. Move to spirituality. So when you educate on both education and spirituality, naturally your life changes. It is not something that we would tell them change your life. The two precepts will make them to change their life. So the ecological conversion means it's an ecological spirituality. We want to explain what is ecological spirituality. Simple definition is enough. Seeing God's presence in everything. That is the ecological spirituality. If you are able to see God's presence in soil, water, so you can remind of that poem of Manika Vasagar, Vanagi, Mannagi, Valiyagi, Oliyagi, Unagi, Viragi, everything is a revelation of God. So that, if you evoke that poem, I think that is the essence of ecological conversion. So everybody needs to be doing that, because all of us feel that we have destroyed some part of creation. Everybody accept it with humility. Yes, I have done something bad. So I have cut down tree, or I have spitted on soil, something, wasted water, wasted energy. Somehow we have committed some bad stuff towards creation. Then only we can go for ecological conversion. Then comes joy and peace. So joy and peace is the product of frugal living, ethical living. It is not something that I consume and feel joyful. No. This computer, when I buy, it doesn't make happy. Even if it makes happy, after some time, when somebody steals away this computer, my joy is gone, my happiness is gone. My cell phone doesn't give me happiness. It might give you some excitement, but sustainably it can't give. When it goes wrong, I feel sad about it. Yeah. When I lose it, of course, all my happiness gone. So that is how joy and peace is something you draw from within yourself, not from things what you buy. Filling in, that is not joy, that is not peace. It comes from within. You have it already. So you need to find it inside of you. The things will never make and never give that. So you understand, joy and peace comes from within, not from the things what we buy and sell and own. No. Then comes civic and political love. Oh, here the Pope calls political love is here. I was talking about political love in the previous chapter. No, here. Civic and political love. Everybody needs to defend ecology and environment. Our politicians' first job is they should aware not to destroy any parts of creation. Our civic, our ordinary people, secular people, political people, along with the spiritual people like us, leaders, we should join forces to defend all parts of creation. So it is a love that binds us all. And go and save something is loving. That is also loving us. So we save the love. And then sacramental signs and the celebration of rest. All the sacraments, they are the outcome of ecology and environment. All those things we use in the Mass, wine, host, oils, candles, all those sacraments, what we have, that oils, no? Everything comes from sacraments, from creation. The sacramental signs come from there. And the celebration of rest. And also, we should celebrate uh, uh, the Sabbath, giving not only rest to God, rest to yourself. While you rest, you give rest to your maiden, you give rest to your cook, you give rest to your driver, you give rest to your gardener. When everybody rests, we all rest, even creation gets rest. That day, fish, pig, cows, goats, sheep, all of them get rest. And then God also gets rest. So, celebration of rest is very important. Today our young people, they don't know how to rest. Yeah, they don't know how to rest. It takes for them whole night awake. 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, okay, let me sleep 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Our youth today destroying themselves by not resting. Even if they go to bed, their mind is not resting. It's over thinking and thinking. So we are not creating a healthy generation, completely a generation that is locked up in stress and tension. No peace, no joy. Everything is lost. So that is how younger generation look like. They don't know how to rest. So I think the celebration of rest is very, very important. Actually, Pope Francis is giving one paragraph, 236, that paragraph, how to celebrate rest. Adoration is the celebration of rest. Sunday is the celebration of rest. All these things are how to celebrate with God. Okay? That the holy hour 236, that paragraph is entirely for conducting the holy hour. That is the holy hour paragraph. It's beautifully written. And if you have chance, you conduct a holy hour based on that paragraph to our people, they would like it. So Pope Francis himself is conducting that adoration for you, 1 hour. Big paragraph, very beautifully written, and you can translate into Tamil and then use it for adoration to lead. If you are called for some sisters for adoration, you use this paragraph to conduct. It will be the best adoration in your lifetime. And then comes the theology, the Trinity and the relationship between creatures. That is the highest theology. I mean, nobody has ever spoken about it so far. It's beautifully written by Pope Francis. All new ideas like Trinitarian communion, Trinitarian mark, Trinitarian dynamism, Trinitarian structure, and Trinitarian key. Five important and insightful words. So you read it, then only you will understand. I just gave you 5 important words you find in this paragraph. So only 3 paragraphs. Alright? 138 to 140. 38, 39, 40. 3 paragraphs. My God, they are the best theology. So far nobody has given such a theology. It's a new teaching, new way of looking at one God in 3 persons. Completely a different look. So I think the future mission, I told you, I think This lays out the foundation for our gospel preaching of this document. So you read those three and you try to understand, but the theology nobody has written about them, but you should read and find out. Your own contemplation can lead you how to decipher. I have already contemplated, and I am teaching to the sisters in retreats and fathers in retreats. I can't enter now because it's a long discussion. It takes time. So I'm not entering there. So you read and you understand, and then slowly, if you can't understand, I will upload some YouTubes very soon on those 5 topics. I will update on YouTube. You can just type Rayapakasi and specify those words: Trinitarian structure, Trinitarian communion, Trinitarian mark, Trinitarian dynamism, Trinitarian key. If you ask, all the 5 talks will come. Even now you can watch the retreats, what I'm preaching for Bone Suckers Convent. 10 retreats I'm preaching, 4 already finished. The 5th one is starting Saturday in Dusi Mamandu. So already I have uploaded on YouTube. The second day of retreat, I discuss about these 5 elements. So you can get a glimpse. If you listen to those talks, you can get a little idea what those words mean. Understand? So it's a very profound theology. It goes very deep. You can't find them in any book or, nobody has written that. This is a new document. No theologians have yet understood, and then they explain to us. Nobody. So you just hang on and see and find out, and you should develop. I think your generation have to develop a theology out of it, interpreting, reconstructing. Your generation, because it's your document, your future document, so you reread it and reinterpret it and reconstruct the theology. So the last one is Queen of all creation. Pope Francis is dedicating 2 paragraphs, one for Mary, our mother, the another one is to Saint Joseph, the father of Jesus. So the 2 paragraphs are really beautiful written. Our Mary, she's the queen of creation. She is having stars, moon, etc. The dress itself symbolizes creation. The last one is beyond the sun. All right? 243 to 246. So what we should do, okay, beyond the sun. So when the sun sets, what happens afterwards? So where we come from, what are we doing, where are we going? So beyond the sun. So that is the last paragraph. And then Pope Francis gives 2 prayers. One is for Christian people. Another one is for the 8 billion people. All the people of the goodwill. You understand? So that is how we finish.